Hello, travelers from all across the space. This is your host, Cosmo, bringing you my thoughts on the upcoming updates for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Yeah, I know this was released on 28th of December, but I didn't want to miss the most important thing that was the future circuit review. Now that we have done for that, I want to move on and talk about these upcoming release updates because there's something really important that I want to discuss with you guys. So we have the 6th anniversary campaign for Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, and we actually, when this happens, have a special guest, and this card will be Mirror Force in a Legend Secret in the Friday. I don't know if it's gonna be the same as the alternative one. I don't think so. Maybe this will be another card already, but I don't know. Mirror Force is a really, really good card. I don't know if it's coming really late for Duel Links, maybe not. Deck like Sound and Gray can use this as a tech card. But I don't know if any other decks will be able to run this because decks are becoming more protected about board wipes. We have the Salmon Gray with Bailey's, we have Kozmo can just escape and summon a chip that he's gonna trigger and search another one. Magical Musketeer has a protection card for destruction, and I do believe that decks will become um, more will become more able to dodge this Mirror Force, and the damage won't be that that hard. And maybe you can play around Mirror Force, putting monster in defense, reading timing. So I don't know if it's gonna be that amazing on doing this. Time will tell. About the 6th anniversary, we will have a new selection box. I believe the game is gonna change a lot after this year. It is gonna become more strong in the sense that we will have more powerful cards that weren't previous in TCG because they're gonna release powerful boss monster. We need to have a way to counter them. The fact that we're starting to see untargetable monster that someone releases to the field is something to take account that the game will change. And Duel Links is not a beginner's game. It has 6 years by this upcoming year. It has been a quite ride. I mean, I remember when I started playing Duel Links in the first year of this release, and we have been playing with normal monster through Synchro Summon, Fission, XC, Pendulum. Now we're talking about Links. And I don't know what's gonna happen in the next year about Duel Links' future. So many people say that Duel Links is ending the cycle. Maybe it's true because Masters do have shifts the community, and maybe the income is not the same. But I do believe that we still can have more years of Duel Links because the game has a lot of popularity. People love this game. Even though Master Duel is an amazing game, I do believe it's the most incredible Yu experience so far. There's some appealing about Duel Links that I love. I do play more Duel Links because it's more fun, more easy to me to be playing. I can do it with just one hand, and I just love that. But we'll see what's Konami will do the next year. They have introduced all the words previously released in the anime that use regular Master Duel game. The next Yu-Gi-Oh that they have is about Rush Duel, and I don't know if they're gonna release Rush Duel in a dueling format. I don't think that's a good strategy. Maybe what they can do is try to release all the characters that they have left, or maybe they can create their own Yu-Gi-Oh world or a Duel Links focused history with new characters, with a new story that will have the people engaged because we had just been review all the story of all the previous anime, but now you can have your own story like Fire Ember's Hero does, and it can be kind of good choice for Konami to keep Duel Links alive. So moving on, we have Mr. Circuit early, we have Legacy Duels for those that like God format, We have Blue Angel back with a new skill. I do believe that with the new cards, the 2-star we have on the incoming box, that will become a better deck. I don't know if they have enough with this to become a tier meta deck relevant, but I do believe if the skill can bring us 3-star reincarnation, the drop card, things will change quite a bit. And I do believe with the release of Draw Lock, this can be a problem. If that card is releasing the skill, maybe we can see Crystal moving in the meta to a more meta relevant position, because I do believe 3-star is an amazing deck that create a lot of issues back in TCG. Of course, we don't have enough floodgates to make 3-star even better, but we have enough to make 3-star a competitive and really fast learning deck. I don't know, 3-star is an amazing deck, and I do believe that with a little bit of effort, they can pull this off and become a monster. What doesn't become anything about just fun is Paradox and the Malefic. Maybe Konami will need to redo this archetype and give more support. It didn't even work on Duel Links, so sorry for Paradox and the Malefic monster. They look so sick, but they didn't stand a chance. We'll do Scramble later, the Return Guy, but what I need to talk is about this one. Once you step onto the battlefield, be prepared to lose. For what we have been seeing, everybody's telling me that this will be Shun Kurosaki, the one that used Ray Raptors on R5. This is huge. I do believe that Ray Raptor is an amazing deck. The first wave of support wasn't that great, but then they released an amazing box with the Phantom Knights and the what's his name? I forgot the name. The Power Rangers base that. Okay, that yeah, they released both of those archetypes together, and oh, I can't even forget that. I really love that archetype. Super Quantum. That's the name of the deck. I just love that deck. I have it completed in TCG and Duel Links and enjoy to play it. But it was really rare for me that we have the Super Quantum release. The Phantom Knights, for me, were stronger in the first wave, and we didn't have yet Red Raptors. If they had waited this long for Red Raptors to be released, I do believe it will be an amazing deck, and I do believe that maybe they will have more of the Red Raptor support that were coming more late in the R5 era. And if they release the one that was released in Shining Victory, the XC level 10, the one that becomes unaffected by any effects, that thing is a powerhouse that maybe Konami will need to release more Kaiju, because there's no way to kill that thing off. So yeah, it can shape up the meta if that's the case, but I don't know. We will need to wait and see, but maybe a box of Refractor will be coming soon, and Kurosaki is a fan favorite character. I do believe they will make a good work with this character. I do believe it's by far one of the best characters of R5 period. So yeah, the Pikachu we have, and this is what I need to talk a little bit more with you guys, because I have returned to fighting the name of Hanoi. This is a phrase spoke by Revolver, and you know what Revolver means. Revolver deck is a really interesting deck to be released, but will change the way that we see the Links if they release their boss, his boss monster. His boss monster is a base. I'm talking about Bottle of Dragon. I mean, when you take a look at what Bottle of Dragon can do as a card, it's not even fair card for Duel Links. You can make it with 3 effect monsters. It's a link 4, he has 3000 attack. Nether Printing can target this kind with monster effect. That's huge. Yeah, I know you can target with spell or drop cards, but let's be honest here. You can do Book of Moon. You will need to rely on compulsory evacuation, and the continuous drop card that take the monsters to your side of the field, but nobody has those cards that much yet because they are selection bot card. So who doesn't have these ones? We have trouble to demon water lore. Once per turn you quit the Fed, you can target one figure monster on the field, lose 500 attack and defense. Your opponent cannot activate cards or the Fate respond to this effect activation. So that's really huge. Even in damage step, you can just activate this effect. Your opponent won't respond with anything, and then you go. But the most frightening effect is the last one. At the start of the damage step, if this card battles an opponent monster, you can place that opponent monster in a zone this card points to, and you take control of it, but send it to the graveyard until AP on the next turn, so you can take any of your opponent monster. Just like that. The card can be a pain, can be something that no out of this can deal with. If we take a look, if we search duelmeta.com, we can search what this that is about, and we will see that there's not a lot of that that can deal with this. There's not. Take here, top depths, which that can deal easily with Borderlord. There's not a lot. Maybe DDD, Code Talker because they can create big monster. Maybe Salamangre because they have the War Chalice monster that can deal with it. Maybe Galaxy. I mean, there is a couple of them that maybe can pull this off. But you won't summon Borderlord's Dragon alone. You will have trap cards. You will have a lower protection to be able to control the field with this card. And I don't believe that it will be that useful in the Revolver deck, at least for the first wave of support. But against any other of the decks, I do believe it will be massive. Salamangre can pull this up really easily. Code Talker also. Maybe Running Abyss can pull this easily. Make nice. Maybe Infernoids to know. I don't know, guys. It's just a powerful monster that can perform really easily. So this will change the meta quite a lot. I do fear a bit about the future of Duel Links because of this card in the coming months, but let's see if Konami release it as a obtainable card. Maybe it just will be just a skill of Revolver, but I don't know. Time will tell. I just want to clarify all these, guys, because the next year of Duel Links will be kinda a mystery for us because we don't know if we're gonna have any war, and this will shake up quite a lot in the coming meta. This will be amazing for the future of this game. How